Hello and welcome to Digital Classes on YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. I'm Mrs. Paul and this lecture of mine is for the students of class 11. Children, as you all know, I have already told you about your new book. We are going to do the first lesson, the first essay or the first lesson of the prose, The Portrait of a Lady by Khushwant Singh. This is the first lesson of Hornbill, that is the prose section, and we are going to do a detailed explanation of this lesson. Let us see about the lesson. The Portrait of a Lady gives us a picture of a human relationship in a joint family. It is a factual description, a realistic account of how the grandparents give all their time, attention, and love to the grandchildren. The description of the author's grandmother is deeply moving with a touch of humor and poetry in it. She was so old that she could not be older. It is difficult to believe that she once used to play games as a child, says the author, and was even young and married. She seems to have stopped growing older. In the village, she was left alone with her little grandson. She was a religious-minded lady. She was all the time telling the beads of the rosary. She took the child to the temple school. Inside, she read holy books. While returning home, she fed the village dogs. In the city, she began to feed the sparrows because she got a separate room to live and there were no dogs. In the last phase, she received the author warmly when he returned home from abroad. She sang his homecoming and beat the drum. She was taken ill and she died. Even the sparrows went into mourning and crowded around her dead body. Such was that lady with the noble soul. So now we will do the detailed explanation of the lesson, children. First of all, let us just look into the title of the lesson, The Portrait of a Lady. Portrait actually, if I ask you what is the meaning of the word portrait, so portrait means a picture which has been hand drawn or a photograph which is hung in a frame, something like that. But here the word portrait means a word picture. Here it means the author is giving such a detailed description of his grandmother. He is describing the smallest and the minute details of her, how she looked, how she behaved. So that draws a picture of the person in the mind of the reader. That is what the portrait of the old lady, portrait of the lady here means. My grandmother, like everybody's grandmother, was an old woman. She had been old and wrinkled for 20 years that I had known her. What does it mean? It means that he's saying that whatever memories he has of his childhood, the author says that I had ever seen her this old and I cannot imagine her being more older than this. I had known her. People said that she had once been young and pretty. It was hard for him to believe because he's saying my grandfather's portrait hung above the mantelpiece in the drawing room. He wore a big turban and loose fitting clothes. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest and he looked at least 100 years old. Turban here means a cloth that is worn around the head, or it is said to be the headgear. So he's saying, and he always used to wear loose fitting clothes as it was seen in the picture. Mantelpiece means the place just above the firework, which is either made of wood or it is made of marble. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest. That is, his beard was very long and he looked very old in the picture. He did not look the sort of person who would have a wife or children, because that picture depicted that the person or the grandfather would have been very old. So he's saying it was very hard for him to believe that this kind of an old man would have a wife or children. He only looked as though he would have lots and lots of grandchildren because he was looking very old in that picture. As for my grandmother being young and pretty, the thought was almost revolting. Children, while going through the lesson, I will ask you, there are certain words which are italicized and written in bold letters, and you will be asked to give an explanation or detailed description of these lines. So you will please pen down when I will ask you to. The thought was almost revolting. You can underline this. She often told us of the games she used to play as a child that seemed quite absurd and undignified on her part, and we treated it like the fables of the prophets she used to tell us. So, first of all, you can just note down the meaning of the word. The thought was almost revolting. That is, the thought that the author's grandmother was once young and pretty raises a doubt in the mind of the author, because he was a small child at that time, and because he says whatever memories he had of his childhood, he remembers that he had seen his grandmother very old from the beginning. So he thinks that whenever anybody said that she was once very young and very pretty, that was something that was getting his disapproval, because that was raising doubts in his mind, as he found it to be very hard to believe, as he had always seen her as an old lady. Okay, now let us see the summary of this particular paragraph. How can you explain it in simpler words? The author's grandmother was an old woman. Her face was wrinkled all over. For 20 years, the author had had seen no change in her looks and behavior. It was difficult to believe that she too had once been a playful child or a pretty young woman and had a husband. Even the grandfather with his long white beard in a portrait looked at least 100 years old. It was even disgusting to think that the grandmother had even been young and pretty. Now, why is he saying it was disgusting for him to believe? Because he is not able to digest the fact that his grandmother could have been young and playful, because he had always seen her in this picture. So as a child, it was very difficult for him to accept the reality that once she was beautiful and young. This is the explanation of the first paragraph. So now what you will do, children, you will take down your notes. Whatever the points I have mentioned, you will note them down, and I will ask you certain questions. You will answer me those questions on the WhatsApp group. I will very soon meet you all in my next lecture with the explanation of the second paragraph of the lesson. Up till then, goodbye, children.